Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. Kick, and we're off from Baltimore. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. He gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette and LA yelling.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 23. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Chased out to his right. That's complete to the rookie out of Missouri. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out on the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. First down, and they go right back to it. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Has him on a quick hitter. They drop it with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's got it in close. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Mitchell. Will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal.
Hey, Alpha, what? What? You. Shut up!
Here's Jackson to throw. Escapes the pocket. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, the secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight and forced the throw away.
Got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. Jackson has it, third and goal. Finds some time left. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. All right, so we'll get this up to about the 30 before he goes out of bounds. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Viking 18. 70 ring. Dragon 60. Check up.
Darts coming out throwing. Short pass brought in. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They gain 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Throwing on first down. It starts. Forced out to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18, Pioneer.
Darts out of the shotgun. Downfield, it's tipped, but he still makes the grab. It's a gain of 17 on that one, and it's good enough for a New York first down.
Ready? Cowboy 80, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Dart gonna throw again. Buying some time right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Touchdown, New York! The Giants finish off their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Vacates quickly left side. Cut out left. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at 1st down here.
180.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. An unfortunate moment as Mitchell is forced off. And on to get situated as the top back is Keaton Mitchell. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the gun, Jackson buys time, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they come up big on third down there with the sack.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on third down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. The Giants have Darius Slayton deep to return. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Ready? At the 60, at the 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the gun, here's Dart. The throw left side finds Johnson. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
70 Lions.
On first down, here's Dart. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
Defense's first sack of the game, kid. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he could find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Dragon 60.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Third and long for him here. He's trying another one deep. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And he drives it skyward, hoping to drop this near the goal line. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40.
Yeah, running with it. I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got other heads, boy. All that drink you got to chill.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Report, report.
Now it's Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's sent out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Mitchell up the middle. And he He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, here's Lamar. On the move, headed right. Hits his running back. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Lamar back to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On the 24 once again, it's second and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. Called in left side. And this one does not go far. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Lamar throwing again. The left side is napped by Bateman. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be fourth and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
On fourth now, on comes Tyler Luke, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Luke knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
It's Darius Slayton with the return. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Complete out to the right side. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first and 10, here's Dart. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time, and he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. With almost enough for that first down.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the inner harbor. It's the Giants with a nice 3rd and inches. Darts looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Giants.
Here goes Dart to the air. He's going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
From the red zone now. Yeah, this is Cubs. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get some late points and the lead.
Gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't get caught in the matrix. Got that touch my savior. Give it that touch of my hater. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? Is it this what you don't wanna see more? Or you wanna see more but you wanna see sore? Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed above subtract. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Hold up, y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about about basic. Hold up. We mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch of my savior. Hold up. Give me that touch of my haters.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, it's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Raven first down. On the ground, here's Mitchell. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On a quick. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completed. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Tonight! Hey, Ozzy! Tonight!
Here's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, Jackson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Tyler Luke on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing to start. Here's Dart. Throw left side. That's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 9. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Out of the gun. Third down. It's Dart. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. That's catch number 80 in this campaign. And he gives his team a first down. First and 10. To the air again goes Dart. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 8. Dart gonna throw it again. That's complete to the rookie from Clemson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Giants.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Throwing again, Dart. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To the air once more is Dart. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now return coming from the 7. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Brian Burns. He's in there for the sack. It's his 3rd of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On 2nd down, a run with Mitchell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It's now 3rd down and long.
T-Ren, let's go.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. Back to throw. Jackson moving outside the pocket. He'll try to run for it. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. right back to Mitchell. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Moving to his left. Now he'll run it, and he will get into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Ravens are on top. It's now 10-7. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Exiting the pocket right. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, New York. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Justice Hill to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. Overnight, that's Bateman downfield. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A give to Mitchell. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
second and 1.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 1. Jackson now. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup. But that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Second down and 10.
2nd and 10. Jackson. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And the Giants are going to have it just past their 25. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Off he goes. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Forced to his right. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants are out to a 21-10 lead.
Ravens 10. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Mitchell. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson now on 2nd down. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, Baltimore.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Forced out left. He'll take off again. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 31-yard line.
Here's Mitchell. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, anytime you dial up a draw, Mike, you have the defensive line and the linebackers accounted for. Who you don't have is any of the secondary defenders. It's a perfectly timed secondary safety blitz. He's able to get in the backfield and stop this play before it even had a chance to get started.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Giants 21, Ravens 17.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Forced out wide. He runs with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Generating explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground, is the goal of every offense, Mike. But when you're able to generate those plays with your quarterback's legs, man, that's an element that makes these offenses hard to defend.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. What a throw. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, New York. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, and Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
The return starts from the 5. Get across the 20, mark him at 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Escaping to his left. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Little backyard football here by the quarterback. It looked like he was running around the playground in his early days. The disruption of the timing early was the key, and from that point on, him and his receiver just unable to get on the same page.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
Hey, talk to me. What you got?
From the gun, Jackson. Rolling to the left. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field.
The 46-yard line.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On first down, Dart. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Gano's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go. The second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own.
Shotgun. It's Dart. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Giants.
Cowboy 80. Mustang 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing. Dart. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Giants first down.
Trap 60. 18. 79 Broncos.
Dart. Get this into the hands of Neighbor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Touchdown, Giants.
Dart gonna throw it again. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11.
60 license, 60 license. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Throwing again, Dart. Throwing right, it's taken in. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
At the Ravens' 8-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 80.
To the air again goes Dart. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New York. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
Gano on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. The Giants will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On the give, it's Mitchell. The ball comes out. And the Giants come up with it. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This is Water down that right sideline. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Going up top. And that is incomplete.
So this is where things get tricky. They work all week with the pass rush, Mike, to move the quarterback off his spot. They don't want these NFL quarterbacks in rhythm, hitting the top of their drop, and delivering the ball on time. But then the second component to that is you get them out there on the run, and it can really stress your coverage downfield. So nice job here sticking with their guys, not giving any open targets downfield, and they force the incomplete. It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Fourth down, Jackson. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Flush to his right. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. A big play to kick off this drive. 53 yards. Pacheco. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Dart. Good blocking, and he's in. Jackson Dart, touchdown, Giants. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's Hill. Not much there. Maybe a yard. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Jackson. Quick throw. Taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
Baltimore Ravens.
They get 15 on that game. Good for a Raven first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
A first down throw for Jackson. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Every once in a while, like, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Let's go now.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. 19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Rolling right, taking off, and he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. Looking to throw. It's Dart. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
60 Bobcats, go!
They'll go, and here's Dart. That ball off. Touchdown, New York. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out to win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. A throw on the move is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
He He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And you're one of the go-to guys on your team. I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for Jackson. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
I got to give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.
60 back. 70 Lion.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. And is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
On 1st down, Dart is going to air this one out. He's got it! And he's got another one! Touchdown, New York. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Now, Cano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants add on to their already sizable lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson looking to throw. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. A very quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Headed left, buying time. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down. They'll come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Forced out wide. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12.
Bison, 60 Bison, 70 Rangers,
the gun. Here comes Dart. Open man downfield. That's Neighbor. And mark him down up beyond the 30. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Shotgun. It's Dart. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a first down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off. But not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
To the air again goes Dart. There's McMahon again. Another catch. And he will have the first down. That is not officially going to end the game, but they're going to be able to take the clock way down after that play. Here's Pacheco. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Now here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's the tight end. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. You know, on to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants will add one more onto their big lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
20-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. Got it open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A first down throw for Jackson. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Second down. Jackson. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Jackson from the gun on third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Tag! 19 tackles, 73 for Wolf. Warriors 70. Mustang 18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11. Stay.
To throw is Dart on 1st and 10. Out to his right. He keeps it himself. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So a road win here for the Giants. And make that a 5th straight victory. As they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.